Good morning, students. Welcome back to our grammar lesson Adjective Part 3. Last session we had studied adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, and adjective of number. And here is the answer key of the sentences that I had given you all in last PPT. Today we are going to learn the next three kinds of adjectives, and they are demonstrative adjective, possessive adjective, and interrogative adjectives. So let's begin with demonstrative adjectives. Adjectives that point out nouns that follow them are demonstrative adjectives. Now there are five kinds of demonstrative adjective: this, that, these, those, and such. Here you know that this and that are used with singular noun, and those and these are used with plural. For example, this car, it means you are pointing out at a particular car which is close to you. This car is big. Those books belong to me. Here you are pointing out at the books which are quite far away from you. These flowers are beautiful. Here, these flowers, you are standing close to the flowers and you're pointing out to the flowers. And here, these is used because flowers is plural. Even in the earlier sentence, if you see those books, we didn't say that books or this books. We are referring those books because it is books are the noun used after those is books and it is plural. Now this is just for your reference. We are going to learn the same types of pronouns along with the adjectives. This will be done again when we do the pronouns lesson. This is just for your knowledge so that you don't get confused. Demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives and demonstrative pronouns. These are same, like this, that, these, and those. But there is a difference between demonstrative adjectives and demonstrative pronouns depending on where are they placed in the sentence. Let us see. Demonstrative adjectives are followed by a noun. It means the noun comes after the demonstrative adjective. There should be always a noun after demonstrative adjective. Whereas demonstrative pronouns are not followed by a noun. Here down, if you see the examples, you will get a clear idea. First example, this chair is broken. And in demonstrative pronouns, this is broken chair. In both the sentence, this is used, but in demonstrative adjective, this is followed by a noun, chair. Whereas in demonstrative pronouns, this is followed by a verb, is. So here in the remaining sentence also you will find the same difference, that the demonstrative adjectives are followed by the noun and pronouns, they have verb after them. So it's very easy to identify whether it's a demonstrative adjective or demonstrative pronouns. I'll just read out the examples here. That car is expensive. And that is expensive car. These clothes are expensive. These are her clothes. Those birds are flying south. Demonstrative pronoun, those are migrating birds. Always remember, here in demonstrative adjectives will always have a noun after them. The next is possessive adjectives. Possessive adjective indicate who possesses the noun or something belongs to someone. Like I say, this is my book, this is my house, this is my bed. Here it shows my, something is yours, your house, my book, my pen, my house, my bed. The examples of possessive adjectives are our, my, his, her, your, and it. Let's see the example. This is her hat. Whose hat? Her hat. Now you see, her is followed by the noun hat. That something is belonging to her. What is that? It is hat. Second example, his parents came to my house. Whose parents? His parents. Our house is near the river, and my mother is a doctor. All these possessive adjectives are followed by noun again. The same rule that we have for demonstrative adjectives. Demonstrative adjectives also have nouns after them, where possessive adjectives also have a noun after them. Now in the first sentence given here, this is her hat. Can you just guess what is this here? Is it a demonstrative adjective or demonstrative pronoun? This is, yes, it is demonstrative pronoun. It is not an adjective because it has verb after it. Now in the same way, we are going to study the difference between possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. Possessive adjectives are placed before the noun, or as I said earlier, they have a noun after them. Immediately they have a noun after them. Whereas possessive pronouns also show the ownership, but they are different. At one point you might see that possessive adjective and pronouns are same, but no, there is difference between them. See the examples. The possessive adjectives are my, your, his, her, their, and our. Possessive pronouns are my turns to mine, yours, his. His remains same in possessive adjective and possessive pronouns. Hers, theirs, and ours. Now here, except my changes to mine, the other pronouns you see s has been added to it. This is one difference, and the second is most of the time, or you can see, you'll find possessive pronouns towards the end of the sentence. Towards the end, and they have verb before them. Whereas possessive adjectives have a noun after them. My bag is missing. Here, my is possessive adjective. Bag is a noun that is followed. And this bag is mine. Here, mine is possessive pronoun which has come after the noun. Their dog has been found. The dog is theirs. Her name is Saya. The test results are hers. Your dress is pretty. The color pencil is yours. Remember, possessive adjectives are placed before the nouns, whereas possessive pronouns are used in place of noun. In place of noun means if here the example is this bag is Rohan's. Instead of using Rohan's, or you can say this bag is his. So here his becomes possessive pronoun. The dog is theirs. The test results are Neha's. Instead of writing Neha's, we have used a pronoun. Means instead of noun, we use pronouns. Those are possessive pronouns. The test results are hers. Interrogative adjectives. The last kind of adjective that we are going to learn now is interrogative. As you all know, interrogative means question. We ask questions. Words like whose, which, what are used before the noun to ask the questions are called interrogative adjectives. Now here again the same rule, remember, demonstrative and possessive adjectives also have a noun after them. Here also interrogative adjectives have a noun after them. Like who, example, whose bat, bat is a noun. What question is a noun. Which tree, tree is again a noun. These three words, whose, which, what, are interrogative adjectives. I'll give you one more example. Whose pen are you looking for? Which house is yours? Or what method are you following? Now again we have interrogative adjectives and interrogative pronouns. Here I am telling you interrogative adjectives and pronouns, the difference between adjective and pronouns, so that you all are clear with the difference between them when we learn pronouns topic. Interrogative adjectives again are placed before the noun and they are whose, what and which, whereas interrogative pronouns stand alone. Let us see an example. Whose bag is missing? Whose is interrogative adjective. They are placed before the nouns, means there is a noun after them, that is bag. Interrogative pronoun, whose is this bag? Interrogative adjective, which car do you like? Interrogative pronoun, which is prettier? What time do we need to be at the airport? What does she want? Here you might have observed that the differences between demonstrative adjective and pronoun, possessive adjective and pronoun, and interrogative adjective and pronoun. In interrogative pronouns, you will find the verb, especially in interrogative and demonstrative, there is a verb after them, or the auxiliary verb, I can say. It is, was, does, do. Whereas in adjectives, they have noun after them. I hope you all are clear with this demonstrative, interrogative and possessive adjectives. Do not get confused. Any doubts, queries we'll be solving once we come back to school. So don't worry, just remember adjectives add more detail about the nouns or pronouns they modify. And all these adjectives that we have learnt, they have a noun after them. You can go back to the slides and again check the differences, and you'll easily identify the difference between adjective and pronoun, interrogative adjective, interrogative pronoun, or demonstrative adjective and pronoun. So we end up with this chapter, adjectives. We have learnt the adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, adjectives of number, demonstrative adjective, possessive adjective, and interrogative adjective. These interrogative adjectives ask questions about the noun that follow them. Now here's and practice. Here are a few practice examples for you all. There are 10 sentences given. Copy them, try to solve them on your own, and check the answers later on. Okay, goodbye. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe.